City's play in that game was their defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought they were just outstanding. I mean, they just really got after it. I mean, there wasn't one guy or two guys. It just always seemed like when there was an initial hit, if it was one guy making an initial hit, I mean, within a split second, there were 4 or 5 more guys right there. And I mean, I haven't seen that kind of defense in that intense for the entire, 48 minutes of a football game in high school out of Ocean City in a while. I just thought that was one of their best ever defensive efforts that I've seen in a long time.
Well, this team has some good team speed, especially the backs that we mentioned and some of the wide receivers and defenders. But defensively, they feel that that's where they're quicker than they have been in previous years. It comes more to play on defense than it does on offense.
Well, and not just quicker, but boy, up front they just really handled things. They seemed to handle the run very, very well in the center of that defensive line, and I just felt that was their strength.
West Windsor Plainsboro South won the toss. They deferred. Ocean City will receive with their backs to the ocean. Yeah, sunlight in a situation like this, but of course it gets colder.
Right.
Here comes the kick. It's a line drive kick, caught back at about the 3-yard line. Straight up the middle, now veering to the outside, trying to pull out of a tackle across the 30 to the 33 is Josh Rolls.
A good defensive play there, Rashawn Marshall. The 5'9", 143 pounds in that spot, just keeping that lane and not being sucked in and allowing Rolls to get around the outside.
Feifel has receivers to each side, a wingback on the right side, and Leon Bergman to his left. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Motion, well, actually they shift the tight end and the wingback to the left side. Feifel's going that way. Cuts behind a block. He's out across the 40, pulls out of a tackle, and he's got a first down out across the 45 at the 46.
And that block that he cut behind one of the offensive linemen, that was Sam Holmes, guard who pulled out there to lead the way, kicked the block out, and allowed Feifel to cut up inside and gain that first down.
Veteran offensive lineman, one of the key men they get back from the last year. Slot right. Feifel takes a snap, hands it off. Bergman's got room. He's at the 50. He's staggering, but he's keeping his footing, and he gets inside the 40. And another first down for Ocean City.
Well, 2 plays and 2 first downs. I mean, if you're going to run the ball like that, the other team's in for a long night. That means you're winning the battle up front early on. Option play. Bergman had that wide open hole and made good use of it.
1st and 10 at the 39 of West Windsor Plainsboro South. Feifel again shifts the tight end and the wing back to the left side. Takes the snap. Play action, he keeps it. Rolling left, stumbles at the line of scrimmage, keeps his balance, spins out of a tackle, and then is driven inside the 30 to about the 38. There's a flag on the play. He's got the first down. If play stands, it doesn't. Penalty against Ocean City.
Yeah, toward the end of the run, they're going to get a hold against one of the Raiders. They'll bring the ball back. I think it occurred just beyond the line of scrimmage. Or near at the end of the run.
Yeah, right at the end of the run. Bringing the ball
back to just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Correct. So it'll be first down and about 11. Unusual situation.
Yep.
Last week we had a 1st and 3, which you don't say very often. Feifel passes the play along to his offensive line. Robertson is in the game, and he'll be on Feifel's right. Now they shift the tight end to the right side. Snap is waist high. Robertson right up the middle, pulls out of a tackle, pulls out of another, down the left sideline, inside the 20, and he's down to about the 17-yard line.
Boy, just having their way with them right now on the ground here. This is about as much as you could hope for offensively as a coach, to have your team take the opening kickoff from about the 30-yard line or just inside the 30-yard line, and in the first minute and a half, you've gained about 40, 50 yards.
1st and 10, call it the 19-yard line. Feifel takes a snap, hands it up the middle. Robertson, gigantic hole, down inside the 5 to the goal line, and in for the touchdown. 19-yard run. Isaac Robertson puts the Raiders on the board.
Boy, how easy did that series look? That's it's not something that you're used to seeing here that often. That
Every play gained a first down?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say 10 yards to carry and then more on the touchdown, but you said it better. Every play's a first down.
Keith Larkin to kick the extra point. He's 3 for 3. Good snap, ball down. The kick is up. It's high enough. It's heading for the cafeteria. It's good. So Ocean City, here, 6th in the boardwalk in Ocean City. They're open until 8 o'clock tomorrow. On Saturday from 12 to 9 and Sunday from noon to 6. The Wonderland Pier, library.org. Here comes the kick. Well, I don't know what's happening there.
The ball fell off the tee.
Okay.
It's not windy.
They've got Larkin kicking off, who doesn't normally do it. They're going to hold the ball. He's kicking from an extreme angle.
Going to pooch it.
And he does. He kicks it high in the air, and a fair catch is called at about the 37-yard line by Tim Wood. So the Pirates of West Windsor, Plainsboro South have
yard line. I'm just interested in know what the strategy is there.
Up under center is Max Bruno, 6 foot, 172-pound senior. Backs are in the eye behind him. He's play action, rolling right, passes off the hands of the intended receiver, who looked like he actually got both hands on it, Andrew Zong, but couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, and actually he did have a step on the defender there, Zong, and a couple other guys in pursuit. But had he caught the ball, it looked like he was going to be able to get 6, 7, 8 yards on the carry.
2nd and 10. Pirates coached by Skip Edwards in his 5th year's record at the South is 6 and 36, but he's been around a long time. This is the 6th school at which he's been a head coach. Bruno hands the ball off in the line and stood up after a gain of about 2 is Dave Mattia. So it'll be third down, excuse me. They only got about 1 on the play. 3rd and about 9.
I think Rice at the bottom of that pile. He had a big game last week, along with Dodonna.
Sturley had 2 sacks.
Art Spackman played well up there as well.
Feifel forced 3 fumbles. All right, they're getting ready to line up here, and the whistles are blowing. Ocean City have an equipment problem? Yeah.
Yeah, the shoulder pads are sticking out of the shirt there.
Okay, they're ready to go. 3rd and 9, ball just short of the 40. West Windsor, Plainsboro South with the ball. It looks like the quarterback will be alone in the backfield, but he's under center now. Now he hands it off to Smith. Smith trying to circle the outside. He's got good quickness. He had a big play in their last game, but he's driven out of bounds for Ocean City by Kevin King.
And again, there's a defense going to be 3 and out, and they played that series just like they played last week, getting after the ball. I mean, it helped a little bit by that drop pass, but 2 running plays that virtually gained little if anything.
Brandon Lashley, who had a really nice game last Saturday, caught 2 touchdowns, did a nice job with those rugby punts, held on the extra point, and the snap was a little shaky, and played good defense. He's back inside the 25-yard line. Ball low snap, but he fields it easily, floats it downfield away from Lashley. It hits at the 25, goes down to the 15. He catches it on the bounce there and brings it out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
A little dangerous, but I guess he was timing the bounce properly. He was on the run, a 51 or something yard punt last week.
That's correct. Ball's on the 21, 1st and 10, Ocean City. They lead 7-0. Feifel takes it, hands it off to Bergman, hitting the right side. He's through. He's out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line for a first down.
Let's see, what's the over-under on how many carries with first downs?
5 so far, 5 plays, 5 first downs for Ocean City, as well as a 19-yard touchdown run by Isaac Robertson. Referee John Fernsler stops play for a moment. I think there's another equipment problem. This time it's Bergman.
Same issue, shoulder pad.
So 1st and 10 out at the 38-yard line. Slot left, Bergman to the left of Feifel. Wing back on the right side. Feifel keeps it, shoots up the middle, and he is close to a first down at it around the 48 or 49-yard line.
6 carries, 6 first downs. Now, we don't count the one where there was the holding penalty, correct? Because that would have negated that.
Right.
But he did get a first down on the holding.
1st and 10 at the 49. Feifel takes a snap. Keeps it. Good fake. Off the left side. Runs through a tackle. He's got a first down inside the 40 at about the 37 or 38-yard line.
But this just looks too easy. I mean, it can't be this easy. And it's not like, that they're playing well, I mean, West Windsor's, hasn't won a game yet this year, but still.
On the 38 of the Pirates, Ocean City, 1st and 10. Feifel gives to Robertson. Up the middle, moves toward the outside, got some room. Accelerates at the 30, at the 25, spins through a tackle at the 20, and another first down. Ocean City's 8 for 8.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. It just, you can't, you try to visualize a big hole for a running back to run through, and basically that's what's happened on all 8 running plays so far. And West Windsor's going to take timeout again, as they did in the first series that Ocean City had.
9th and West, right in the center of Ocean City. Feifel back to his left. Now shifts everybody to the left side. He keeps it. Feifel running left, cuts behind a block, drives inside to about the 10 or 9-yard line. They're falling apart here. They didn't get a first down on this play.
It's incredible. 8 in a row, and they don't get it. So we gained about 8 yards.
Yep. Just inside the 10, 2nd and 2. Robertson to the left and a little behind Feifel. He gets it, hits off the left side, drives through a tackle, falls into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Well, I said after the first series, I can't believe how easy that looked, and I'll say the exact same thing again. I mean, it was almost a picture perfect drive, great blocking up front, good handling in the back. Looks like we're getting a penalty against Ocean City, Tom.
Oh. So I guess they're going to take that over. It's now 2nd and 12. A holding penalty negates the touchdown by Robertson. Didn't see that flag. It's Rolls from a wide receiver spot, circling the right side, and he's driven out of bounds, but he's got a first down. There's another flag.
Yeah, it's coming across that side. I think that's going to be against Ocean City as well. You may get a block in the back there. Yep.
So Ocean City backed up by a couple of penalties when it looked like they had taken a 13-0 lead. It moves the ball outside the 25-yard line. Right on the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 8, so it's 2nd and 17.
You almost feel, though, the way they've been running the football, that it doesn't really matter. That they ought to be able to pick this up in a couple of downs anyway.
Feifel alone in the backfield. Trips to the left, slot to the right. Quick flat pass is complete, but for no gain. Good defense. May have lost a yard.
Yeah, he had a blocker out there.
Got it to Bergman.
Just didn't work. Blocker was unable to hold off the defensive player, who I believe was number 60 over there, Max Gargan.
Well, they stopped the clock again here. Another equipment problem?
I'm not sure.
They aren't either. They come together and say, what happened? And nothing. Well, here we go. Feifel still looking to the sideline. He's going to be alone in the backfield. It's 3rd down and about 18, 19 yards to go. He's back to throw. Sets in. Fires over the middle. It's caught by Robertson. Robertson is close to the first down.
Yeah, that's a nicely thrown ball and a good catch by Robertson. He put it right in his hands.
We don't have a good angle here, but it looks like they're short.
Yeah, I was surprised, Tom, that they threw the ball the play previously the way they've been running it. I thought, they're in 4-down territory. They get 20 yards in the next 3 carries without much of a problem. That ball was a strike.
We were wrong. He got the first down. So it's first and goal for Ocean City at about the 8. Feifel keeps it. Rolling left, cuts back, dives at the goal line. Touchdown.
Wow. We get the music again. This time it's for real.
Touchdown by Feifel is his third. He scored twice against Oakcrest. Larkin in to kick the extra point. Pretty good snap. Kick is high enough. It's good. 14-0, Ocean City has a newly renovated saltwater pool, strength and conditioning equipment, cardio machines, and fantastic aerobic and water exercise classes. The Aquatic and Fitness Center is open weekdays. Kick by Larkin. This time no fair catch. They take it on the bounce at the 28-yard line across the 30, and they'll have it at about the 33-yard line. Well, Ocean City's run either 9 or 10 plays and got 9 first downs and 2 touchdowns. West Windsor, Plainsboro South looking to score here. They've got the backs in the eye. Bruno under center. Motion from the right side. Hands it off to the deep back, and he can move. He gets into the open field. Xavier Smith, 5'11", 156-pound senior. Picks up about 6 yards.
Glassley making the stop there, kind of a shoestring tackle. He does show some quickness, though.
Yeah. Ocean City missing a few people, too. Jackson Young is out for one. There's a few others. Alex Morales. Back to throw, Bruno. Under pressure, he scrambles. To the right side, he's grabbed and thrown to the ground by Tom Meehan. And looks about the line of scrimmage, so it's not a sack. He scrambled just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Meehan, the first guy to hit him. And again, good pursuit by that defense. That time it looked like he may get outside a little bit. He's still looking for a receiver downfield, but he's pretty close to that line of scrimmage.
John Talise is also missing again for Ocean City. So 3 key players out of action. Double slot. Bruno with a back to his right. 3rd and about 4. Gets the snap, back to throw. Being rushed, avoids the first guy, rushes to the sideline. He's going to run with the ball, and this time he is sacked for a loss of a yard or 2.
It's going to be close.
Looks like Kevin King and
they're giving him a yard.
Brandon Lynn, okay. It didn't look like that.
No, it didn't. I just, I'm ready, or Bruce Beaver, whoever's got that down marker, just moved it forward a yard.
4th and 2. They're at the 41-yard line. And they'll punt the football. Lashley's already back at his own 25. Charles Day is the kicker, 5'10", 176-pound senior. Good snap. Good rush. Gets the kick away, floats it toward the sideline. And Ocean City will this time let it go. Inside the 20, it'll be at about the 17 or 18-yard line.
Easy.
Bergman to the left of Feifel. Slot to the left. Bergman gets it, going right. And he's down the right sideline, pulling through tackles or running past people. He's crossed the 40 to about the 41 or 42-yard line.
So there's about a 23 or 24-yard gain on first down. That took 10 seconds.
1st and 10 at the 42. Ocean City's 10th first down here in the first quarter. I do know this. The record for first downs in a game, where is that, is 28. 1999 at Holy Cross. There's a handoff. Up the middle across the 45 and out to the 48. Gain of about 7 or 8 by Bergman.
You know, you're almost at the point where if you gain less than 10 yards, it really wasn't a good play. And my gosh, you'd be very, very happy with 7 yards, 8 yards on first down.
That game at Holy Cross, that was Al Gens. That was a passing game. You did that game.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a small press box.
Yeah.
Butch and I standing one behind the other.
Yeah. Robertson to the left of Feifel. Second, 3 or 4 yards to go. Robertson straight up the middle. He's got the first down, veers toward the left side. He's grabbed by the shoulders and pulled to the ground. But it looks like he's got the first down at about the 46-yard line. Anthony Taylor makes the tackle. He's a 6'2", 167-pound senior.
Was that when, was it Greg Lazinski that was coaching up there then? Or
I don't think so. Not then. He was later. Or earlier. Excuse me. He was earlier. Wide slot to the right. Here's Robertson up the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He veers across the 30, and he's got another first down.
I tell you, they're just running that option. You know, it doesn't look like a true option, but it is. I mean, it's an option. It's not a triple option, but it's certainly an option where, you know, quarterback has the option to leave the ball into the running back's stomach or pull it out and run himself. And the choices that Feifel's made up to now have been perfect.
1st and 10 at the 30. Feifel hands it off, going left. Bergman dives inside the 25 to about the 22 or 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just you know, it's going to be frustrating a little bit if you're on the defensive side of the ball. You know the run's coming. They're running the same 2 or 3 plays pretty much each time, and you're still just not able to stop it. This is back to, you know, the Mike Slavetsky days where we're just going to be bigger and stronger than you, and we'll tell you where we're going to run, and we're still going to gain 5 or 6 yards a carry.
Officials stop the clock.
Or the late afternoon. I guess it's almost night. They're going to want to play Thursday afternoons at 5:30 every week if they play like this.
Ball's at the 18-yard line. Feifel has the play from the sideline. Back to his right. Shifts now to the left. Feifel keeps it straight up the middle. Cuts behind a block. Tries to cut another time, but he's brought down inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line.
That's actually a really nice run. I mean, I was going to say nice run for a quarterback, but he is a running quarterback. You know,
Yeah.
It's like trying to say a guy's fast for a catcher. Some of the catchers get upset about that, but he really made a couple nice moves there.
Low snap. Feifel picks it up and hands it off straight up the middle at the goal line. Touchdown.
How much did we bet?
Liam Bergman scores the touchdown from about 13 yards. And so all 3 of these backs who have picked up good yardage in the first 2 games, 400 yards combined between them, have scored here in the first quarter. Larkin to kick the extra point. The ball is down. The kick is high enough and good. So he's perfect, 6 for 6 on the year. And Ocean City has a 21-0 lead. Plainsboro, who have not gotten the first down. They've been 3 and out in every possession. Shriver, Saltwater, Taffy, and Fudge is in the center. It's going to be a holder for him.
It's almost like a field goal type kick.
Ted Grimley is going to hold. Larkin makes sure everybody's set. He kicks it. This time he kicks it a little deeper. Taken at about the 20-yard line. He called a fair catch. Wow. You know, they should change that signal. Because sometimes you're reaching up to shade the sun or something like that. And
coach that this week.
1st and 10 on the 21 for the Pirates. Bruno under center. Shifts people to the left side. Receiver each way. Hands the ball off. Smith trying to get outside. And he's an active runner. He's pumping those legs and trying to get free. And from the looks of it, when he gets free, he's trouble.
Well, He didn't get free that time, obviously, and you know, gained a yard on the play. Probably ran about 8 yards, 9 yards to get one, because he was, you know, he's running side to side trying to avoid what was a horde of red shirts chasing him.
Bruno went to the sideline to get the play. Brings it back in. He'll be under center. Backs in the eye. Receivers left and right. 2nd and 9. Bruno back to throw. Swings to the left side. Short pass is complete. Ball pops loose. Scramble for it.
I think Smith just had his arms ripped back from the ball. I don't know if that was a hit that popped the ball loose. It was a hit.
Looks like they got it back. It's 3rd and 13 or 3rd and 12. Loss of about 3 yards on the play. Ocean City recovered 4 Cedar Creek fumbles last week. 3rd and 12. Bruno in the shotgun. Slot to the right. Back to throw. He's looking left. Pass is caught at the sideline. Spins out of a tackle, and he's out close to the 30. But it looks to be about a yard short of the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Now, if that was a hit, Tom, and we just couldn't see on the far side of the field there with all the bodies. But if it was a hit, it was one heck of a hit, because that ball popped out of his arms about 5 yards in the air before it was recovered by one of his teammates.
They're actually about 3 yards short. If you live in Cape May County and you're having problems with an appliance, your next call should be to Ulmer's Appliance Service. Dryers, refrigerators, ranges, washers, dishwashers, disposals, you name it. Ulmer's can repair it, and they service most major brands. Ulmer's Appliance Service has offices in Ocean City, Wildwood, Seaville, and Sea Isle City. There's one close to you. Phone 609-399-4398 for more information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. Signal Graphics on Tilton Road in Egg Harbor Township is your local commercial printer with the personal service you expect. Cut out the middleman. Save time and money. Signal Graphics prints full color in-house. Signal's state-of-the-art equipment and expert printing staff allows them to produce an excellent product at very low cost. For fast turnaround and great prices, call the Gunnels, Riley or Kay, at 609-569-9990. And for special service, ask for Chugger. Signal Graphics.
I can attest to the quality of the business cards they produce, Tom.
Can you?
And I asked for Chugger.
Every time I say that, I think about that 420-foot home run he hit at Citizens Bank Park in the Carpenter Cup.
Yep. I was out there one day. It was Mrs. Gunnell's birthday. So there was quite a celebration, nice big cake. I just happened to be there at the right time. Official coming over to the Ocean City sideline. I don't know what the question is over here.
John Fernsler, the referee, is checking something. And now the trainer, Kathy Kickish, is going to the other side of the field. So maybe that player that was injured needs some additional assistance.
All right, Doc Horowitz is here as usual as well.
All right, punt situation. Lashley inside his 45-yard line. Good snap, good rush. Gets the kick away, and it hits somebody, and is going to be covered at about the 46-yard line. Not sure whether it hit a West Windsor player.
Yeah, in the back of the leg.
It's hit somebody in the back, yeah.
Wise decision.
Slot to the left, wing back on the right side. Robertson is to the right of Feifel. Feifel takes a snap. He's looking for Robertson. Now he looks downfield, starts to run. He's going for Robertson long down the right side. He's out there. He makes the catch inside the 5-yard line. Out of bounds, Ocean City in a goal line situation.
Boy, he had so much time, and Robertson made that little turn upfield out of the backfield, Tom, and it looked like Feifel was going to throw it to him like 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he just waited and waited and waited, and Robertson finally put some space between himself and the defender, and Feifel laid it right in his arms way downfield.
Ball's on the 3. Feifel keeps it right side, cuts back, walks into the end zone. his second touchdown of the game from 3 yards out, and Ocean City leads 27-0.
Well, I think we could safely say this is going to be an evening where you're going to see a lot of guys who don't get to play much going to be in this game.
Larkin will come on to attempt the extra point. Record for extra points in a game is 8. About Matt Darr, 1995 against Holy Spirit. This one's good. He's got 4 already.
There really is, what else can you say? They're just blowing them off the line, opening huge holes, and running games working on all cylinders.
28-0. Ocean City on top here. There's still 11:26 left in the first half coming into Saturday. All right, Larkin in a normal kicking formation this time. He's stretching the leg out, so maybe he's going to boom one as deep as he can. We'll see what happens. He does. End over end. It's through the hands of the receiver and into the end zone. So it's a touchback. High-scoring game. All right, now shifting into a new formation is West Windsor Plainsboro South. Smith set behind Bruno, who's under center. Pitch to Smith on the right side. Gets some room. Spins out across almost to the 30, maybe across the 30. We'll see where they spot it. If he is, he's get their first down of the game.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him just to beyond the 30.
Yep. First down for the Pirates.
I think, and what they're thinking, Tom, is they got to get him out in some space. You know, and the only option they're going to have is to pitch that ball wide and try to isolate him out there.
Receivers left and right, backs in the eye. Smith's the deep back. Bruno under center. Gets the snap. Gives it to Smith. Hit behind the line and can't get free. Brandon Lynn wraps him up, and also in there on the tackle to help out was Travis Sterling.
Yeah, they're just the Raiders are controlling that line of scrimmage. There's no question about it. Both sides of the ball. I mean, it's pretty obvious they've run for 4 touchdowns. You know, in about 14 minutes here, and they've just kind of stuffed any running game so far that West Windsor Plainsboro South. We got to shorten that name into something else here for the rest of this game.
2nd and 11. Backs kind of huddle up together and then shift. Smith the back behind Bruno. They faked to Smith and unfortunately ran into each other. Trying to hand the ball off to Dave Mattia, but he and Bruno ran into each other. So they lose back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 15.
They just, you know, haven't been able to get anything going, have the visitors. That time, number 83 for the Raiders, Austin Green, doing most of the damage defensively. They've all had a hand in it.
3rd and about 16. Bruno under center. Smith, I think, is in the slot left. No, he's not under center. Bruno is taking the snap from the shotgun. Now he rolls right, and he's going to tuck it in and run. Now he makes a quick pass to the sideline, and we'll see if he got the first down. He hit a receiver out around the 38-yard line, and he turned and went out of bounds. Tim Wood. But we can't tell exactly where he went out of bounds. Let's see what the officials think. They say he's at the 44-yard line, and that's pretty close. 39-yard line. Pretty close.
I thought it was pretty close to being beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball there.
Yeah, it might have been. But he didn't get it. He's about a yard short, and they're going to punt the football. Oh, no, they're not. They're lining up to go for it. Bruno under center.
Try to draw him off sides.
Takes the snap, keeps it himself. Looks like he's got the first down, but wait till they unpile.
I don't know.
Officials have signaled first down, so 2 first downs on this possession for the Pirates. They move it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Tom, he probably made that by the width of the stripe right down the 40-yard line. Seriously, look, the ball's sitting right on the 40. I thought the first down marker was on the other side of that white line.
Bruno under center, receivers left and right, single setback. Here's Smith from the wing position in motion. Bruno rolling right on a play action, and he can't get anybody. He runs out of bounds.
You know, he talked about what a job they're doing in that front 4, 5, 6, 7, and yet every time he goes back to throw downfield, he doesn't have anybody open because they're just the secondary's blanketing his intended targets downfield. It's, you know, 4 against 2, 5 against 3. It's almost like a mismatch here. I hate to say that, but
You might give Austin Green a sack on that play. He ran him out of bounds for a loss back to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 15. Backs are in the eye. Smith's the deep back. Motion from the right side. Bruno back to throw. Rolling right. He's going to keep it, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage.
Again, he only had 2 men in the pattern, both well covered.
He actually lost 2 yards. Back to the 33, so it'll be 3rd and 17.
Maybe a draw play, who knows? Right about now, they're probably wishing some of those kids had transferred from West Windsor North, especially, well.
Bruno waits the snap, back to throw. Now he's going to scramble to the left, outruns the pressure, throws on the run. It's floated downfield and incomplete for Smith. They're going to call pass interference against Ocean City. And Smith was trying to come back for the ball, and he ran into a defender.
Yeah, that was no question about that contact. I mean, there was no way that the offensive player was given an opportunity to catch the ball. I can't, unless they're going to say the ball wasn't catchable.
Now they're going to put the ball on the
40, 45.
They were on the 35, so it's got to be on the 50, right? Or were they on the 37?
I guess we're going to find out here.
Well, they put it on the 48-yard line. Yeah, that's about right. That's right. They were on the 33. They needed to get to the 50. It was 2nd and 17. So now, 3rd and 17. So now it's 3rd down over, and they're out to the 48-yard line. 3 penalties, 35 yards against Ocean City. Backs are in the eye. Smith's the deep back. He gets it. He squirms out to the 50. And battling for that extra half yard to get the first down. I think he got it.
Yeah, I think he did too. Go back to the play previous. I think what happened was when Bruno started to run with the ball and he was running against his throwing arm, I think the defensive back for the Raiders felt that he was running the ball, so he kind of gave up on his coverage there a little bit, and then had to go back and recover on it when the pass was made, and I guess he just figured he wasn't going to get back there in time and just kind of ran right into the receiver.
1st and 10 on Ocean City's 49-yard line. West Windsor, Plainsboro South with the ball. They trail 28-0. And we have about 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Bruno back to throw. Quick pass is caught. And battling with 2 or 3 defenders and making progress, maybe for a first down, close to the 40-yard line is Wood.
I'll give Wood credit and his teammates as well. I mean, they're not...
He didn't get it, though. He's about 1.5 yards short.
They're not giving up here. I mean, they trail by 4 touchdowns with 7.5 minutes left here in the first half. But the game's certainly not over. As far as they're concerned, the game's not over.
2nd and a couple. Ball's at about the Ocean City 41-yard line. Bruno under center. Single setback. Now he drops back in the shotgun. Smith comes in motion from the slot. Handoff, trying to go right. Nothing doing. Good response by Ocean City's defense.
Actually,
that was Sterling, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was Lashley. Tom, it might have been. We're at that point now where it's starting to get a little shaded on some of the field, although they did replace that bank of lights. Remember
Yeah, they're on.
a couple weeks ago we were here and a lot of them were out.
3rd and about 15. Bruno, deep drop, rolling to the left. Throws again off that foot. Complete, is it complete? Yes, into the 38-yard line. A nice catch at the sideline by Anthony Taylor. And looks like he's got a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a sideline toe tapper to stay in bounds and make the catch. Good play.
Well executed drive so far here. They started on their own 20. First 3 possessions ended in punts.
Well, I think they tried to establish some kind of running game in that first few possessions and really weren't able to do much there. So now trying to open things up a little bit by putting the ball in the air.
1st and 10 at the 38 of Ocean City. Bruno's under center, nobody behind him. Smith goes in motion, he gets the ball. He cuts behind a blocker and drives down to about the 36-yard line.
And the run defense is just very, very stingy. And even the couple of passes that Bruno has completed, the nice passes, he was kind of running for his life back there and threw against his body, running left, throwing right, which is difficult to do, and put 2 passes in a good spot.
Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8. Ball just outside the 36-yard line. You can see that one guy sitting over there in the bleachers. Is there somebody next to him? Or is that a shadow?
That's a shadow. He's probably the bus driver.
There's 2 other people standing over there. It's a long trip. We went a lot of Ocean City people in Princeton Junction last year. Bruno throws too high, intended for Anthony Taylor on the left side.
No, but I will tell you, I have one of those West Windsor South rally towels that they were giving out last year.
Anthony Taylor is 6'2", being guarded by Parker Bristol, who's 5'8". Bristol doing a nice job.
They make for great golf towels.
There you go. So you got something out of that trip to Princeton Junction.
They're bright yellow, so you don't leave your black cell phone in the golf cart because you'll put it next to a yellow.
There you go.
Yellow towel.
Backs are in the eye. 3rd and about 8. Bruno keeps it. Rolling right. Throws to the sideline. See if he was inbounds. I think he caught it. Fell into the bench area. Now it's incomplete. Couldn't hold on to it. 4th down. 4th and 8. Ball on the 36-yard line. West Windsor, Plainsboro South with a nicely executed drive so far. They're trying to get on the board. They trail 28-0.
Bergman defending on that play over there on the left side, defensive left side. Bristol on the right side is drawing one-on-one coverage with Taylor.
Receivers left and right. Bruno under center. Backs are in the eye. 4th and 8. Bruno, play action. He's in trouble.
Oh.
And he's wrapped up and taken down at about the 45-yard line. I think that's Sterling, who had 2 sacks last week, picks up another one here.
Yeah, and you're blitzing there. That's and just 2 or 3 guys with a shot at it, and Bruno really just running for his life back there and lost quite a bit of yardage.
So the ball spotted just short of the 45-yard line. Ocean City in possession now after the 4th down play. Feifel looks to the sideline. Now he's going to pass back to the left. And looks like Rolls trying to find some room. Fell out to maybe the 45 for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, well defended that time. Looked like it was going to set up into something.
Press box just erupted into a country and western concert.
Well, I'm trying to learn some guitar chords for my new guitar I bought. So
3rd and a little less than 10. 2nd and a little less than 10. Feifel takes a snap. Little shuttle pass to Robertson, who runs it down across the 50, down close to the 45-yard line. He's driven back, but I think he got enough for a first down. We'll see. Ball's going to be right around the 45-yard line.
Yep.
First down. Number 17 for Ocean City.
So what's the over-under on the first downs?
I have no idea. Harry Sachs is here. He's good at that kind of stuff. Over and unders. Here. Play action. Pass. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Rolls after a play action fake to Robertson, but the pass was a little high. Rolls couldn't bring it in.
Well, one thing about, the 28 first downs before and however many you said they have now, I forget already. But, if you get to that 35-0, it's running clock. So that's going to make it much more difficult for you to get those first downs.
Yeah. Feifel waits the snap. Takes it and goes right with it. And he finds room. He's inside the 35, dives to around the 30 for an Ocean City first down.
Wouldn't you like to have this kind of offense every game?
Sure. Everybody would. Ball's going to be spotted on the 30. Fisher can go. Oh, wait a minute. There's a flag, I guess. Yeah, there's a flag. There it is. It's right near next to that yellow line. And they're going to bring it all the way back. So Ocean City has hurt itself with the penalties. This one's going to push them all the way back to their own 47-yard line. So it's about 17 yards to go. Second down over. Feifel completes a pass out in the left flat, and running down the sideline to about the 40 is Bergman. He gets most of that yardage back, and it'll be third and about 5.
Yeah, it's as you mentioned, the penalties, and that's obviously something you don't want to see. But I think sometimes when you have this kind of a lead and things have been
there's another one
fairly easy for you, you have a little tendency maybe to lose some concentration.
So that play is going to be wiped out by another penalty. And Ocean City moves back inside their own 40 to the 39-yard line. 25 yards to go. Unofficially 60 yards in penalties here in the first half. Feifel's going to be alone in the backfield. Trips to the right, two receivers to the left. Takes a snap, drops back. Now being chased. Has to scramble. Throws under pressure, trying to get it to Rolls, but it was underthrown, incomplete, but he avoided a sack.
All right. I think he threw the ball away there. Should I say discretion, the better part of valor?
That guy in the back row has been joined by somebody else.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but they're about 70
not close
feet
together,
apart.
No. They probably don't know each other. If you're watching this on OceanCitySports.com, you can see all this live being streamed by Matt Ulmer and Bill Shallcross. Two legendary Ocean City characters. Feifel back to throw. Settles in. Fires down the left sideline. It's incomplete.
I don't know what's more appropriate, legendary or characters.
Bill Kroger was the intended receiver, and he got hit pretty good by a defensive player after the ball passed. So it's fourth down. Ocean City will punt.
First punt?
Yes. First time they haven't scored.
Yep.
Ball's on the 39-yard line. Lashley will punt. We said there earlier, and Alex Morales is out. Probably be back next week. He missed last week, too, and Lashley did a nice job punting the ball. 2:47. Guys all the way back at the 10-yard line. He's looking for a big punt here. Lashley takes the snap, punts it down to the 30, and it rolls out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. It was almost like a prevent defense.
Yeah.
They were so deep.
I mean, that was a pretty good punt, and the ball's still 15, 18 yards short of where they were.
Yeah. Double slot formation. Bruno is in the shotgun. Back to his left. Back to throw. Pass right side is complete for about 4 yards.
That time he had a little bit of time and was able to stand back there and set himself and throw a nice little spiral for, what, 5-6 yards?
Micah Rogue makes the catch for a gain of 4. It's 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 27. Clock, of course, stops with the out-of-bounds play at 2:29. Receivers left and right. This time up under center is Bruno. Backs are in the eye. Smith's the deep back. He looks to both receivers, now settles in under center. Bruno back to throw, being chased. Avoids the run. Nope. He's tripped up for a sack. Ocean City defense continues to be aggressive. And they bring him down for a sack. Austin Green will get credit for it. He got him by the shoe tops. It looked like he was going to run away from those two guys, but Green got a hold of him.
Yeah, he's had a couple plays exactly like that. And also he had the one chase out of bounds
right
on the other side where he almost would have had a sack if Bruno had not run out of bounds.
I think he got a sack for that.
Yeah,
as long as he pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm talking about just after that one.
Okay.
In the same series, there was another issue where he went out of bounds.
3rd and about 16. Back inside their own 20. In the shotgun, a back to either side. Slot to the right, receiver to the left. And a flag.
Time. Too much time.
Delay of game it is. That's our first penalty. At least it's the first one we have written down. 5-yard penalty. So it's a little tougher for him now. 1:31 left in the first half. Ocean City's on top here, 28-0.
Wow. As you said, a minute and a half remaining, and they're not in good field position at all.
No.
So
3rd and about 20.
The only success they've had, a couple first downs they've gotten, have been throwing the ball.
Bruno with a receiver left and right. He's in the shotgun with a back on either side. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off. Off the left side. Dave Mattia. Lost his helmet. He's got to come out of the game. Brings it out to the 16-yard line. And it's a 4th down. So they'll punt out of the end zone, or just about at the goal line maybe.
So the Raiders have an opportunity to get to that 35 mark here because still a minute and 20 seconds left to go. They should get the ball certainly inside of midfield.
2-yard line. Lashley standing at the Pirates' 40. High snap, but he goes up and gets it. Gets it away before the rush. Fair catch called by Lashley, and he makes a nice catch at the 40.
So as we said, they're getting the ball inside the 50-yard line and maybe the 40, and it's right on the 40. So
that's the first time they had the ball and didn't score. They scored their first 4 possessions, and they have 17 or 18. I think we've lost official count. 17 or 18 first downs. Feifel all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Under some pressure, down the right side. Bergman couldn't pull it in. He was about 3 or 4 yards behind the defense. The pass was kind of there, but he was in an awkward position as he reached up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, just a little bit on that outside shoulder, I guess. That's the one where the quarterback says, boy, I wish you could have caught that. And the receiver says, yeah, I wish I could have caught it too.
Trips left, slot right. Feifel's alone in the backfield. This time, quick flat pass. It's a low pass. I'm not sure if he even caught it. It might have hit the ground. No, he did. And he went down for a loss. Is that Shallcross? I think so. So he actually lost 4 yards on the play. Back to the 44. Pass was too low. 3rd and 14. Feifel alone in the backfield. Gets the snap. Quick pass over the middle is caught by Robertson. Robertson's got a first down, left side, and spun out of bounds at about the 21 or 22-yard line.
Still 31 seconds to go, and the clock stopped because on the out of bounds.
Ball's at the 21-yard line. Kroger comes into the game. Bergman comes out. Robertson in the backfield to the right of Feifel, who's back to throw. Little pass to Robertson left side. He's at the 15. He's hit there. Drives down to about the 13 or 12-yard line. And Ocean City's going to call timeout. Timeout with 20 seconds left in the first half. Ocean City is on about the 13-yard line. Ocean City, 2nd and 2. Robertson to the left of Feifel. He's back to throw. He settles in, fires over the middle. It's caught. And down, dancing down the sidelines for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Ocean City. Pass was complete to number 23.
Bob Shawcross on his second reception of the season. He caught that flat pass that lost some yardage. And he was one of Ocean City's top receivers last year. Remember, he caught 3 touchdown passes against St. Joe's to tie his school record. So he's in to the end zone, and call it about a 15-yard play. Here's a fake. Lashley rolling right. He's in trouble, but he's running. Oh, he's tripped up. I did not see the snap, so I'm not sure if that was intentional. Passed for 1.
Yeah, the snap wasn't what you would expect there, Tom, and that's.
I don't know if he is exactly, but he's got to be about that.
Well, he'll be having a reunion then soon.
Larkin with a deep kick. And dropped again into the end zone. So a touchback. With 8 seconds left, they'll probably take a knee. They're under center. Single setback. Slot to the left, receiver to the right. And put Smith in motion. And they go right up the middle and may have gotten the first down.
I think they did.
Good, strong run by Dave Mattia out across the 30 for a first down, but time runs out. And that's the end of the first half. The Raiders unofficially have 19 first downs and 60 yards in penalties.
Yeah, the penalties will be the one negative. You know, if they're going to address anything negatively in the line, run up and kick this one as opposed to taking that two-step drop.
Yeah, like the last couple he did. Here's the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick, and he's going to let it go. It's out of the end zone, so they'll get the ball on the 20-yard line.
Still, you really got a good foot into that.
Bruno under center. Backs are in the eye. Receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Rolling right. Throws. Open. Mattia gets the first down out across the 30.
Well, I'm sure that the offensive coaches for West Windsor South have, gone into that locker room and...
You forgot the Plainsboro.
Oh, jeez. I'm just going to call them South from the rest of the game.
They call them Pirates. I just don't want those people that live in Plainsboro to be upset with you. Because I think they got a good golf course there.
Oh.
All right, receivers left and right. They shift. Bruno comes up under center. Smith set behind him. They want to get him into the open. They've tried a few times. Did make one nice run. Here's a pitch. Smith coming left. Boom. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Ocean City's aware of him. So just like they were aware of Malachi Melton last week, they keep their eye on him. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and that time Kroger had more than his eye on him. He had his shoulder pads, his arms, his hips, and everything when he hit him. Again, he got help, but I credit him with the tackle there.
2nd and 10. Bruno under center. Slot to the right. Back to throw, rolling that way. Passes sideline, he's open. He's out to the 40 and hits short of the first down. About a yard short of the first down.
So there's 2 completions here in the first 3 plays. Going to bring up a 3rd down. No.
Yep.
Yeah, third
and
down.
1.
All right.
at the 40. And of course, at this point, the coaching staff on the other side just wants to get something going. They had a nice little drive and didn't finish it off. They just want to get something going. They have no illusions of what the season is going to be like, I don't think. Slot to the left, receiver to the right. Bruno under center. In motion is Smith from the slot. Bruno hands it straight up and driven back. I don't think he got to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, probably lost a yard or so in the play there. And, you know, Tom, I think that the hardest thing for a coach is to keep the kids together in the face of adversity. And when you're 0-3 and you come in here and you're losing, 34-0 at the half, and the other team's kind of run right through your defense at will, it really starts to wear on the players, and it becomes very, very tough. I mean, tougher for some coaches than others, depending on their kids. It's a real chore to keep the kids interested and get them to play hard, et cetera, et cetera.
4th and almost 2. And they're going to punt the football. Dropping back is Charles Day.
And they're calling for the Ocean City trainer to go to the other side of the field as well.
Day will punt from his own 26. Lashley's back at his 35. Waits the snap. Long count. Good snap. Good rush. Gets the kick away. Lashley goes and gets it. Picks it up at the 43. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. He drags the tackler to the 35, and Ocean City will have good field position.
Boy, I tell you, he got 20 yards there out of absolute sheer determination on his own, Tom, because he easily could have been tackled.
So he's going to make the Ocean City baseball program. Ron Moretti, who works the chains here, will be happy to have him aboard. And Andrew Bristol, the new head coach. There's a flag on the play against Ocean City. 65 yards now unofficially.
Delay a game. You used to see more of those when the quarterback was foolishly coming all the way over to the sideline and getting the play and running all the way back to the huddle. You don't see it as much anymore with the hand signals coming in.
Hand up right up the middle, down to the 24-yard line. Nice gain on the play. That was Cian O'Donoghue, 6 foot, 189-pound senior, with a big first down. Unofficially, number 20.
We have Ungst at quarterback.
Ungst is at quarterback, hands the ball off again. O'Donoghue off the left side, and he scores. From 23 yards on 2 carries. He scores from 23 yards, but he carried the ball twice, takes it all the way in for the touchdown. So now we have a running clock.
Yeah, as I said, the Raiders started in the second half there in that series with some guys who don't start. And I think that the majority of the starters are going to see little, if any, action here the rest of the way.
Larkin to kick, snaps a little off. Lashley gets it down. The kick is up and good. Ocean City leads 41-0. Vince Iadace, a certified public accountant in Northfield, concentrates in the following areas: individual and business taxation. 35 yards. Cian O'Donoghue has the touchdown from 23 yards, his first. Larkin starting his run in the cafeteria, kicks it deep and caught at about the 4. Returning out across the 20, the 25 down the right sideline, out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
See, now if this was a closer game and it was critical, you might see him go back to that pooch punt.
All right, West Windsor, Plainsboro South, trying to get something going. They trail 41-0, but the clock will only stop for injuries, timeouts, and scores. Here's a pass. It would have been complete, and for about a 4 or 5 yard game, but receiver couldn't pull it in. So it's 2nd and 10.
There on that dark far corner of the field over there. Now it does become a little more difficult to see the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Bristol here, and then you look at, I don't know, who is that? Ted Grimley, I guess. And the difference in the color of their uniform is because of the lighting. One's in the light, one's in the bad part of the lights. Here's a pass, a diving catch at the 34-yard line by Anthony Taylor, but they didn't gain much.
A couple yards at most.
3rd down and about 7. Ocean City will substitute throughout this. They already have offensively in some of the key positions. Luis Conte is in the defense. We'll see more and more of it. Bruno back to pass. Pressured, gets away, throws downfield. Oh, that could be pass interference, right? Yep, there comes the flag.
Yep.
Ocean City defender a little too early, wrapped him up before the ball got there, so it'll be pass interference, and it'll be a 1st down for West Windsor Plainsboro South.
Do we stop the clock for penalties?
We do not.
Well, it is.
Well, maybe they do. But if they do, they only stop it until the chains are set. It's supposed to be injuries, timeouts, and scores.
Oh, they're winding the clock now.
Yeah, so there it goes. I guess they allow them to move the chains, but I don't know why. $80 yards in penalties against Ocean City unofficially. They're at their West Windsor Plainsboro South is at their own 49. Bruno's under center, backs in the eye. He's rolling right, sets, fires to the right side, too high and incomplete.
You know, I can only remember one pass where Bruno has been able to stop, set his feet, and throw the pass downfield. Everything else, he's been running for his life back there and throwing the ball on the run.
And, you know, they put Smith in motion from the slot 3 or 4 times and never given him the ball. I'm wondering if they're going to do that at some point.
Well, they're running out of time.
From the 49. This time he's the deep back. Smith is in the eye, and Bruno's under center. Receiver to each side. Back to throw. Pass is caught. Diving catch, but only about a 1-yard gain.
That was Zong.
Andrew Zong.
Actually, that just, again, Bruno's been running a lot back there because of the pass rush. That time he just was kind of sprinting out and throwing that pass, and he just threw it too low. It didn't allow Zong to catch it in stride and pick up what might have been another 4, 5, 6 yards. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10 at their own 49. The Pirates double slot. Bruno in the shotgun. Back to throw. Runs away from pressure. Now it runs between it, and he's going to be sacked. Looks like Austin Green in on the tackle. Back around the 42-yard line.
He's had his share of backfield tackles. 6 foot, 217-pound junior.
4th and about 16 or 17 yards to go. Lashley in the darkness, back around his own 34-yard line as the Pirates get ready to punt. Good snap. Punts it away from Lashley, but Lashley's already moving that way. And it's downed at about the Ocean City 31-yard line. 3:16 left. Well, as I said that, of course the clock's moving, so now there's 3:10. But it's 1st and 10 for Ocean City from its own 31.
And now it's 3:02. Raiders still huddled on the sideline.
It's the reason I don't really like this. I realize that sometimes there's benefits to it, but these guys that are being put into the game get less time. That's all it really amounts to.
Yeah, but they're playing in the JV game as well.
If there's a JV game, I would be surprised if these two teams play the JV game.
True.
All right, Ungst waiting the snap. Hands it off. Coming this way toward the sideline is O'Donohue. And he breaks through a couple of tackles and he's out across the 50 for another big gain. Let's see, that's about 20 yards. And he's got 55 yards and 3 carries.
Let's see, what's that average out to, Matt?
18.3. Matt was about to say that. 22nd first down unofficially. Slot to the left, wing back to the right. This time a keeper. And Ungst runs the ball down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, a gain of 5.
He had a few clean jerseys on the defense as well.
Ocean City players slow to get up. Looks like Chris Armstrong. But being tended to, principal at Wildwood High School, after leaving Ocean City, where he was a track coach and football assistant. All right, a handoff to O'Donohue, and this time he's hit for a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Chris, I believe, was a defensive back
at the college in New Jersey.
On the smaller side, and his son.
His son's got good size.
Good size, 5'9", 223, sophomore.
Yeah, he beats his dad to the table every night for dinner. He was also, Chris Armstrong, the father, was also a very good pole vaulter. All right, now Ungst telling the line about a change possibly in the play. There's a slot to the left, wing back on the right side. Ungst keeps it, running right. And he's bottled up, but manages to get a yard to about the 45-yard line. Now we're in the final minute already here of the third quarter.
And the clock, I could be wrong, but I swear that clock just went from 46 to 41. It just went from 40 to 37, 35. You know what? It's something's wrong with that clock.
Uh-oh.
You look at it's not moving by a second at a time. Sometimes it skips 2 or 3 seconds, but it takes a while.
986-900 for more information, or visit ocnj.us/recreation online. Here's the punt from Lashley. Good snap. High kick. Back at the 5, he drops it and takes it into the end zone. Now we'll have to see if they feel the impetus of the ball. It's a touchback.
Yep.
If the ball was carrying him basically into the end zone, then and the play ends there, it's a touchback. If they felt he ran into the end zone with control. As we start the fourth quarter with a running clock, and I guess the other time the clock stops is between quarters. First and 10 from the 20. Bruno chased and sacked back around the 15. There's a flag on the play. I guess he must have got a hand on the face mask.
Part of what makes this field seem dark in certain spots is the glare from the window.
No. I'm looking straight out with no window.
What is this, pity ball?
Yeah, it's a face mask penalty against Ocean City. That's only 5 yards. He lost 5 yards on the sack. So he's back to the line of scrimmage, and it's 1st and 10 again. 85 yards against Ocean City, 5 against West Windsor Plainsboro South, but the Raiders have more than made up those 80 yards with a great rushing game. Bruno hands it off. And out across the 25, close to the 30-yard line. Could be a first down. We'll see where they spot it.
They made up those 80 yards on the first 8 plays from scrimmage. So they got 8 straight first downs.
That's right. And just short here, 2nd and 1.
I was going to say some of them were probably more than 10 yards, so might have been 7 plays. And I think West Windsor, Plainsboro South's lone 5 yards was a delay of game.
3rd and about a yard. That says 3rd. No, it does. It says 2nd. I see. They hand it off and battling across the 30 for a 1st down.
You said a lot of different red jerseys out there right now.
That was Major Wilbur, sophomore.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
You know, we should have talked about a little bit at halftime, Tom, when we didn't, was this college basketball scandal.
Yeah, I'm not really that up on the details. Smith's the deep back in the eye, receivers to left and right. Bruno's under center. Back to throw. Chased. Rolling to the left, throws downfield, wide open for a 1st down out at the 44-yard line is Anthony Taylor. I don't think Anthony knew how wide open he was because he could have turned and gone another 5 yards.
Yeah, he immediately looked down at his feet to make sure he had them both in bounds.
Right. So they get a 9th 1st down and move it out to the 44-yard line.
So I guess we do stop the clock.
When they move the chains.
Yep, and it's like an injury over here.
An injury?
A Pirate.
Bruno under center. Quick pass to the sideline. Down the sideline. And Taylor fights his way for what looks like another 1st down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and you know, the Pirates have kept more of their 1st string guys in, but they're more limited on the far side of the field with number of players as well. And I'm sure they would like to get a score on the board. I don't know that Kevin Smith's too worried about, you know, giving up a touchdown with a 41-0 lead. I mean, some teams would want to say, you know, let's make sure we keep that goose egg up there defensively, but I don't think that's Kevin's style at this point.
Penalty against Ocean City after the play. Defensive holding is the call, so it couldn't have been after the play. The ball's on the 36-yard line. Bruno under center, backs her in the eye, hands it off, trying to get to the sideline unsuccessfully is James Rush.
Although if they do score here and make the extra point, that takes the 35-point lead away.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you know, we're down under 8 minutes.
2nd and 10. Ball's on the 36. Don't forget, next Friday, a week from tomorrow, we'll be in Galloway Township, 7 o'clock game with Absegami. Back to throw, Bruno. Rolling to his left. He tucks it under, goes down the left sideline, and picks up about 6 or 7 yards. See where he stepped out of bounds.
It's like inside the 25, maybe the 27. They're going all the way back to the 30.
Yeah, right around the 30. I thought maybe he might have got to the 28.
Yep.
But he's right on the just
29.
inside the 30. Make it the 29.
Yep.
So it's 3rd and a couple of yards to go, almost 3. Clock continuing to run down to 7:10. Ocean City leads it 41-0. Backs are in the eye and straight ahead. Bruno was pushed back initially, but he moved over to the left a little bit and slid through for a 1st down. At least I think it's a 1st down. Yep.
Moving the change.
They've got 11 of them.
Stopping the clock. It's gotten a little breezy and chilly here now.
Yeah. Bruno under center, single back behind him, slot to the right. Takes a snap, keeps, rolls right, being chased, and caught. Austin Green in on the tackle, along with Ted Grimley.
Yep.
And if you call that a sack or not, we'll have to examine it, whether he's trying to pass or it was a running play. I don't know if I'll ever know. Ball's back to the 34-yard line.
I think he was trying to pass, but he never got his arm in a pass position. I mean, like I said, he's just